Thank you, Madam President. Taking the senator from the fifth lead, I would also like to be added as a co-sponsor.
Without objection.
Thank you, Madam President. Hearing the stories, the personal journeys of other senators on this, I was, I don't know if lucky is the right word as you say it, but I was provided the opportunity to be able to walk through Auschwitz concentration camp and to be able to see the horrors of what had happened in the Holocaust, where this outpost in Poland was transformed into a place to be able to make a factory of death, to be able to execute people as quickly as possible towards the end of the war. And the person guiding the tour made clear that this was the end of a long process, but there were pieces along the way. That the beginning of the Holocaust rang true to me when I was provided the privilege to be able to see the Holocaust Museum in Israel. Shortly before, we talked directly to a Holocaust survivor who talked about her life as a matter of fact, as an elderly woman now who had lived a full life after seeing the horrors of the war and seeing her family split apart piece by piece. And the texture of the stories that she told leading up to her family having to depart, and then her family being split, and then being put onto trains to different parts of a world that she had never seen before, and how it took months afterwards to repair, to be able to find out if members of her own family had survived. And I think there's a piece of us that wants to think of that history as static and never changing and an arm's reach, or much further than an arm's reach away. But remembering her story and seeing the stories as it had been outlined, the thing is these things can creep up on us, and it really does echo, I feel, when we are talking about remembering the Holocaust and saying never again. There's a piece that goes hand in hand with that is not to bully and not to other any human. That it becomes the easiest way, because we can sit here and I think all the speakers have said that this had been done to other people. Well, it becomes a lot easier if you don't think of that person as a person anymore. Well, if they're a migrant, or if they if they love somebody in a different way, or if the state is stepping in and saying this isn't a human and you don't need to worry about them. They are not open to the same level of the law. And seeing how that has happened and how that has been reproduced in other parts of the world it makes us realize that could happen anywhere. So as we are about to pass this, I think it's worth us on a daily basis making sure that there is never an excuse to not see the humanity in another person and to look with great criticism on those who attempt to alienate us and separate people off, or to move them to other parts of the world where the law does not apply to them, as the Nazis did in Germany, to be able to say we are moving them to a place where the law will not apply to these people because they are not fully human and they are not fully German. The poem by Pastor Martin Niemöller has been ringing in my head a lot. First they came for the communists and I did not speak out because I was not a communist. Then they came for the socialists and I did not speak out because I was not a socialist. Then they came for the trade unionists, and again I did not speak out because I was not a trade unionist. Then they came for the Jews, and I did not speak out because I was not a Jew. Then they came for me, and there was no one left to speak for me.
Senator from the